folks.
Good morning, Redux.
Oh, hello, Kifu.
Sorry, I cannot enable the video because I have a limited connection on. Actually, I'm
No
at the
problem.
customer site.
I see. I'm still in my home, and my network connectivity is also limited. Basically, it's it. I am afraid it might end in line, but I will try.
Okay, I can see you now. Oh,
Oh,
hey, Yixing.
thanks.
Good afternoon.
Hi, Kefu.
Sorry, I cannot enable the video because I'm at the customer side, so I can limit bandwidth.
Yeah. And Jianpeng will not be here today because he's out of office today.
Sure.
I think
And
Chunmei will
should I
join.
basically? Sure.
She's available now. Maybe she will join soon.
Cool. Let's wait for 3 more minutes. If you guys hear some noise from my side, it's because it's still under construction. So it's a data center at the customer side. Sorry for that.
The voice is very clear from my side.
Yes, it seems that your noise cancellation works perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, Kifu, apologize for the issues out tautology with the buffer list hypercombined.
Oh, you see probably 11 support, right?
Sorry, could you please repeat? I'm just having some issues. Maybe we'll disable the idea to improve the voice quality.
Oh, you were talking about the simple event support, backward support capability of your power auto edge header, right?
Sorry, still a lot of glitches. Could you please repeat?
Sure. So you are talking about the backward compatibility of proper 11. Is that what you mean?
The backward compatibility.
Probably I need to type.
Yeah.
C proper 11.
Probably type the questions.
Oh, apologize. May we switch to chat?
Yeah.
Hello? Anybody is speaking?
Hello?
Yeah, okay, I can
hear
hear
you
you.
Hello?
Okay,
Hi.
okay, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry for a terrible connection.
Now it's much better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to apologize to you guys because I can barely find time to work on Crimson because I was put into a customer support issue. I know I'm still on the customer side, so that's why I have a poor connection out here. But I will be back next Monday. Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, cool. And today I will try to review your working progress this weekend, and we'll
Okay.
update it to PR according to DC's comments.
But it's not finished yet. It's just half of the features, I think.
I understand.
Yeah, so I'm working on the. I'm working on the finisher thread. Try to make the finisher thread work, but I found the compare definition has some errors. In the OS, we will let it running in the POSIX thread, so it shouldn't have the with Seastar defined. But we have to modify some code for the configure to register configure observer and do something about proof counter maybe. And we still need to modify some code for the Seastar special. So
Sure. We
so
have
the
to
code is combined with
the Seastar configure proxy, right? But it's not intrusive.
But I mean, just for the OS code, OS directory source code, some cases we want it totally build without Seastar defined because it is running in the POSIX thread, right? But we still need to modify something to that code works in Seastar situation. So
I see. So to put it another way, you need to compile two paths. One path for the existing OSD and one path for the Crimson OSD or your test case. You know what I mean?
what do you mean one pass?
Paths. We might want to compile with two different two settings. One is with Seastar defined, another without. And we will link into the. Okay.
I don't understand. I mean, the one source code copy should build in both situations.
If not acceptable, I think we can build it again in our Crimson library. We're already doing so it's fine.
Okay, you mean we have a directory, the all code in the Crimson under the Crimson directory?
Yes. Actually, we're compiling it again in for just for Crimson with Seastar defined.
Okay, I see. No. Crimson under Crimson you okay, let me consider how to solve it. It's a whole directory, right? It's a whole directory. And
I see. So we need to I just modify the CMake list under that directory to rebuild it with different settings, or we can copy the whole CMake, the list of sources which built, for example, the libOS into the Crimson, the CMake file list under the Crimson directory, and rebuild it with Seastar enabled. If we cannot, if they're compatible with existing OS, libOS.
Oh, okay. So, okay, I will try to first to solve it if I can just keep it in the original directory.
Okay, that would be ideal.
The features I have put on the Git is I register configure observer from the memory store and start up the traditional POSIX thread pool and submit the operation to execute in that thread, the memory store function to execute that thread, and I just simply modify the dout, not use the self some configure self context, just print on the standard out.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Anyway,
yeah, just work around it and currently I'm going to make the finisher thread work and then perf counter work. So the finisher thread, when I enable the finisher thread, I got the segmentation fault. It seems in some in the current build environment, compare definition works in the memory store.cc. If I define with Seastar, it works in the memory store.cc. But if I define with Seastar in some .h, it seems doesn't work in the .h file. So
okay, I see. That's why you comment out some of the statements in your branch.
Yeah, so I'm going to start up the finisher thread and
okay, cool.
get the different the code get I think the code get different with Seastar definition. Some file get the with Seastar, some file not get the with Seastar.
Sure.
And so they pass the variable in different style, and then they get the segmentation fault. So
okay.
Yeah, I just want to make sure why they didn't use the same definition.
Could you put your question again? Why we have a similar fault with the Seastar level?
With Seastar, the problem I meet is when the memory store constructor is executed, but the finisher and the finisher has the lock, has a finisher lock, and that is self mutex, self dot make mutex, and in the finisher.h, it get the finish the self mutex under the define with Seastar. But when they return to the memory store structure, it use the self for that. Let's check.
Okay. I think your problem is that you're using you're linking against the libOS without Seastar with Seastar defined, and in some caller sites we are calling it without it with it defined, right? So that's why we run into a segment fault. The simple way to solve it is to just to compile it again with always with Seastar enabled. as long as we are using it in Crimson project.
Okay. So,
And
but why? But with Seastar is a global CMake definition, right?
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, it's not.
Okay, I see.
I
So
don't want to pollute the whole project with Seastar enabled.
Oh.
Because quite a lot of daemons are not and will not with Seastar. For example, the MDS or our client. Not currently, we don't have a future plan to port them to Seastar. So we'll live in the alien world forever, probably.
Yeah. So from my build, some code get that definition enabled, but some code not get that definition enabled.
So it's our responsibility to ensure that if we are compiling for Seastar, we will always either we need to ensure that the code being involved and nothing to do with the macro, or we need to always link against the object file which are compiled with Seastar enabled.
Okay, so when I modify the OS make file to enable the with Seastar, there's a build error because some file journals .h file. Yeah, not declared some variable, so many build error. So okay, I got it.
Let me know if you run some problem in with CMake. I'll try to help you out.
Okay, so that's all from me.
Hey, Chunmei, could you paste your branch here?
Okay. I will send an email to you all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually, I really encourage you to at least share any information with at least with the team. So we are aware of where we are and what the problem we resolve and the solution, and we can share. And Jim, how's it going? I didn't get a chance to read your update to PR.
Are you asking Jianpeng?
Oh, sorry, Jianpeng is not around.
Yeah.
Okay. And how about you, Jinxin?
Yeah, I just saw the same problem in test alien echo.cc because asynchronous messenger doesn't need with Seastar macro, but Crimson needs with Seastar, but they are in the same file. So
why do you have why Crimson project has anything to do with async messenger?
In test alien echo, it creates two kinds of messengers, so they exist together in the same file.
Oh, right.
So I think it is failing now because there is always Seastar introduced, because with Seastar is introduced.
That will be tricky.
Yeah, that's tricky. And I also reviewed your mini OSD implementations.
Does it look same or? I read comments. It's some trivial problem, but it's fine. But the general direction is correct, right?
But I see you create OSD with shared service, right?
It should be, right?
Yeah, I think it should be, but currently the messenger isn't the shared service. So we want to push it forward. We need to make Crimson messenger to be sharded, right?
Yes,
so
it's a building block for sharded OSD.
Yes.
We need to get it fixed as soon as possible.
Yeah, so we can assign each shard of OSD to the according shard of Crimson Messenger, right?
Oh, by the way, I also I got a reply from Casey once, and he's occupied with RGNW,
no problem.
And he will talk to his manager and try to find out if we can allocate more time from him in short term, but in long term after in mid term or long term after the notice is released, I guess he will have more time working on Crimson.
Okay. Another issue is monitor client. I think it should also be sharded service, right?
I'm not sure why.
Yeah, because if we use current monitor client and assign this single data structure to all the messenger, all the sharded Crimson Messenger, for example.
OSD.
No, monitor client is a kind of dispatcher, right?
Yes, true.
It's dispatcher and it should be assigned to messenger, right?
But it only talks to a single monitor.
Yeah, but it will have multiple connections. It will create multiple connections in parallel, right?
Yes, when it's hunting for
yeah, so that could be a problem.
Monitor.
Yeah, because when dispatching those connections, they will become from different cores. And
that's possible.
And if they come from different cores, if there's no log protecting the shared data structure, and if monitor client is not sharded, it will be some problems.
Okay. So by default, if we initiate connection to different hosts, it's very likely the connection is established on different shards. Is that by design? Or we can limit them to a single core?
Yeah, I think both are reasonable. But if we just assign them to different shards, it will be more complex than if we just keep them in shard 0 or in one shard.
Yeah, yes.
I think we can just first implement them in one shard, just submit to the main.
So put it in other words, that renders the Mon client non-sharded service.
Yeah.
Okay, so that implies that the problem is resolved.
Sorry?
So that implies that the problem you just proposed is resolved because it won't be a sharded service. The Mon client won't be a sharded service.
Mon client won't be sharded, but the dispatching will come from different cores. So we need to add some protections in dispatching code.
So sorry, I didn't make myself clear. If we are unable to limit the connection and force that all connection established by Mon client are happening on the same core, does this imply that the problem is resolved? So that won't pulling any cross-core communications, along as the Mon client only talk to a single core.
Why? Because there will be some time there are multiple connections, right? And we don't know if those
by multiple connections they are always the connection to the monitor.
Yeah, but when we are hunting, like during hunting process, there are multiple connections, right?
Okay.
So at that time, there should be some problems if those connections are dispatching concurrently into one shard.
Okay. I thought when we establish or initiate a connection to different hosts, we are able to force them happening on the same core. But
yeah, that's my point.
Okay, cool. Understood. So we need to find a way to synchronize these at least at a hunting phase. Synchronize
sure.
the hunting happening on a different core.
Yeah.
I'll try to figure it out and come back to you and share what I found with the team.
Okay, thank you.
By the way, we are looking at your sharded messenger. Probably that way will impact how we implement the parallel hunting.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And thanks for the heads up. And Redox, how's it going?
Last week, I was mostly focused on getting the buffer list PR finally done. It was, killing the dependency on boost intrusive I missed before, and it was a bit cumbersome. Terribly sorry for the issues at tautology. I moved. Hopefully, they should be done. And to prevent issues with C++11 compliance in our public headers, I sent some kind of request for comment PR basically. Let me post a link. The idea is to have the language check made by our make check bots.
Okay, I found I saw your text is recently added to the make check. I will take a look at it, and I think it's very important for us to find it earlier than what we have now. We only run into when we launch the tautology test. That would be time taking and
this is
probably very painful for developer or for tester. Anyway.
Yep.
Thank you.
Now I'm returning to the right path over a replicated backend in Seastar OSD.
Thank you. And I think I will come back to the read path to reconsider how we can translate or rewrite the Crimson OSD based on your work of read path next week. In anything else?
No from me.
Okay. Thank you guys. And talk to you guys later next week.
Thank you.
See you.
See you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later.
Bye, folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.